Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the Risk of Resources Loadout Race of the Week. I am Race, and I'm here with Disputed this week. Hello.
Hello, good to be here.
Hell yeah. So, let's see what we're doing today. Let's see who's playing. Let's see what these loadouts are. If you haven't already checked the website, let's go over and take a peek. So, for today, we have Tyler, Sneck, Faku, and Ruddy. I think this is a pretty good lobby, actually. I think this is going to be a fun one. Kind of a little bit consistent with last week. Well, not as bad, obviously, but we have a nice starting loadout, and then we have three loadouts afterwards that are like some of the, I don't know, I guess most annoying in their field, right? Like, this is probably one of the most annoying loader ones to have. This
Yeah,
is like the worst Huntress. Uh, really not the preferred Merc either, etc.
good characters, bad loadouts.
Yeah, last week was a little bit I don't know, bad character, bad loadout. That was a tough week, man. But we got through with our heads held high, surely. You know? But
It'll be a similar thing this week. I don't know if I was I there last week. I totally space what
no,
last week
Dan
even was.
Dan was here last week. We had like worst Rex. We had uh the worst everything but multi, right? We had like some of the worst shit. Either way, doesn't matter. It's a new week. It's a new. Oh yeah, we have Blight Acrid, worst engine,
Oh
worst
yeah, I
Rex.
see.
Yeah,
That is
there it
pretty
is.
brutal.
Ooh, but we're good. We're good. We have, like you said, good characters, good loadouts, right? That's what you said, something like that.
Yeah,
I
totally.
yeah, we're giving them Commando first because it's kind of a warm up. We don't really want them to warm up with anything too painful, I guess, to start. So
And
let's
this one is
see.
like
Uh-huh.
bad character, good loadout. I would say it's the one exception today.
Hmm.
Well, not that Commando is bad, but like relative to the other survivors, I
No,
think
I hear
he's
you.
lower.
I'm on board. Yeah, I mean, Commando, I think, is one of those characters that takes, strangely enough, a long time to learn. As the first character you have and everything, but it's a little, he's very deceiving, I think. He's so basic that a lot of
Yeah.
people kind of, don't take him as seriously or just assume that whatever. I mean, especially compared to like Loader or something, right? Like, or obviously you have to work harder to go faster. So,
hmm Mechanically, he is more challenging than it might seem.
and especially with
Got like
grenade
control and
too,
slide.
right? Like
Yeah.
a lot of people never even learn how to use grenade, which totally fair to them, but it's something that I mean, I think personally, it's the most fun like skill shot in the game. But
Yeah. It just, I wish it did a little bit more damage,
I would like if it did a little bit more. Honestly, I wouldn't mind. It feels like it's one of those abilities that like uh you look at like Railgunner, right? And you're like, okay,
Yeah.
so Railgunner does 1 billion damage per shot just by looking at something. And then you have this grenade that's the hardest thing to hit in the game, and it does like less than just like an M2 on any other character.
Yeah. It's like half of that.
Yeah. Still fun though. We already start off with a little bit of bleed and a watch on stage one here. And speaking of stages, let me just go through what we got for this loadout. We have Aqueduct coming up next, Sulfur Pools, Abyssal, and Sky Meadow. Interesting. This is kind of a cozy stage progression here with Commando as well, honestly. I,
Yeah. Abandoned Aqueduct, honestly not my favorite on Commando. You get fewer chests. Trade-off being you can get bans, but it's Commando.
mm-hmm.
Uh, Not really a great character for that.
Yeah, unless they get
Would
like
have
a
been better on
capacitor or something.
anybody else today.
We do have another Greater Wisp horde. We had the Bane of the Greater Wisp last week, actually. So it's kind of funny to see them kind of come back in a similar TP spot. They've just been kind of kind of the ghosts of the races lately. It's coming back. Won't leave us alone. We had most of our racers do stage 1 TP as NG with nothing for it, so that was
Is there
fun.
not a? I guess there's not a gold shrine or a halcyon rather.
Yeah, this is the same situation last week as well. Or maybe, honestly, if there is one, they're choosing to skip it with Commando. I know that Commando is kind of a tougher one to kill House Knight with, but I would be surprised if they did that, honestly. But yeah,
I, I think halcyonite is if you're just doing the first level,
yeah.
it's killable on every survivor without items.
Oh, look at that. There's a cloak chest right next to TP as well.
Ah, is it in TP or is it?
Right next to it. Hopefully everyone
Okay,
spots
so
it.
it should be highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
I did see Ruddy got a ban too, which could be good
Snipe just picks it up right now as
potentially.
well. It feels like everyone should get that chest. It's right next to TP, just around the corner. There are a lot of chests just right in this small little area, so I assume everyone's going to go back that skip these and just pick them up. You can see that Tyler's doing that right now, just getting the band. Very nice. And we see Snek already out in the next stage.
Yeah, a pretty good loot
Not,
haul.
yeah, Opal, we have Antlers, Bleed, Watch, and a band. That'll pretty much have them set for the next couple of stages, honestly. We still need something like maybe a nice gas or something to help out. That would be Commando's best friend here. I
Some
wonder what
speed.
the
Yeah, gas is very important.
cloak chest was. I wasn't. Oh, it's a medkit. I see. It's like not everyone got that, or specifically Snack didn't.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it probably won't matter too much.
I'm just
Uh,
surprised he didn't see it. Is all. It was pretty close.
Snack is the only one currently without a drone or really any form of healing.
There is a void cradle on stage 2 as well, which kind of scares
Yeah.
me because that probably means there's really not much other stuff. That's alright.
Yeah, on stage 2, or not on stage 2, but on this map specifically, I don't think healing drones spawn. So,
They do not. It's only missile drones here.
but it seems like Snack's dealing with this fine regardless.
Yeah, it
Do want to
shouldn't
see
be
him get some
too big of
healing
a
at some point
deal.
though.
Their items are really good, and it looks like it's a safer spaces of the Wood Cradle as well. Which, a reminder, ooh, I just saw Tyler go into that Wecco
Yeah,
printer and lost their bleed. Ouch.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have
Wacko is
risked that
good,
one.
but like that
I
was probably
mean,
the worst thing to lose there.
I feel like the saver spaces kind of solves whatever that is, though, or whatever the Wecco's doing. Regardless, what I was going to say is we don't have KCC anymore. So host skip is not in the game. It's not on the table. Safer spaces is not a pillar skip anymore on Commando.
Bad.
So
Flame gearbox.
regardless, very good items still. Still one of the best in the game, but it's definitely different than a few weeks ago when they picked it up.
Hmm. It's
Mm,
basically how it was like pre-September 2023.
yeah, back before One Discovery changed everything.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of worried about Tyler here. Losing that bleed is a pretty big deal. And we can see that already reflected in the Doomstrider fights. Everyone else's is going a lot better. Everyone else has full health pretty much. And I know Tyler did open the Void Cradle beforehand, so they lost a little bit of curse, but or they gained a little bit of curse. But this fight's going on a while, and they have taken the most damage. So that kind of worries me a little bit.
Yeah, I capacitor would be really good here. Just any way to like reliably proc the band. I mean, like the grenade does it, but it's It's not super strong, even when it hits.
Mm-hmm. And it's just a little bit harder since it's in the air. You probably need a creative way to hit the Dune Strider. Hit it off the teleporter prongs, slide it off the wall, something like that.
One bleed really goes a long way on Commando here.
Mm-hmm. And the first one is Stage 3. No surprise right now is Sneck. They're kind of zooming on this one. Looks like they're going right to TP as well, just saying, screw it, we'll loot after. Which is interesting. I mean, everyone's just been going super fast lately. KCC is not being used because it's just we all voted that we didn't want to use it anymore. Mostly it was the racers themselves who just said we just kind of want to play or learn the game without it in the races. So we
It
said,
was
all right.
it was never meant to be a permanent thing.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know, it feels kind of weird to do that where it's you're modding tech back into the game after it's been patched, even though it was unintentional. It's like I don't know, 5 years from now, are we still gonna have KCC? There's also the
It
potential of like other things breaking in the future with it.
yeah.
If
It
the game is being developed on a different version
mhm.
of that engine, it's like, you know, you can't continue to use it.
It definitely made sense at the time. Everything was broken and we had to just kind of fix everything. And it was definitely a big morale decision as well at the time. But after, 9 or so months, the game's in better shape. Things are stabilizing a bit more, and we can kind of see a little bit more into the future, especially people like me in Disputed, and we can say maybe it's fine without it here. So it definitely seems
Yeah,
to be that
I
way.
the one thing I am a little worried about though is the resurgence of the skip meta.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
worried about that as well.
Bases, eggs, wings all became a lot powerful after that was gone.
Hmm. The thing is, that's not to say we haven't been discovering new skips, though. There are new, really cool ways to skip. Granted, there are a lot of the new ones are with the new characters, but tech is being discovered all the time, and I think maybe what people needed to try and push more skip discoveries is just not having an instant, easy skip all the time with safer spaces. So you never know.
Yeah, maybe there's another one that's always been there. We just never found it.
Mm-hmm. Either way, for the next couple weeks, I think that vase meta is back on the table. Not that it ever left, but it's definitely becomes very powerful when someone has a vase
Mhm.
and you do not. So before, at least you could have a spaces and kind of make up some time at least, but we'll see
It
how
is
it
still only
rolls.
2 players though, which
It is.
not a huge deal. I think very often people fall into the trap of
Mm-hmm.
actually taking longer to look for a skip than it would have just been to do pillars anyway.
No, I agree with that as well. Like, we also see, I mean, in the same vein, I think what you meant was like looking for like a skip stage 5, but we see a lot of people like on the moon trying to do a skip for like, 5 or so minutes when it would have, 2.5 minutes
Yeah.
would have been fine just to do pillars and leave.
Also, the Z construct is
Oh,
giving
yeah.
these guys some trouble.
Specifically, again, Tyler, who lost his bleed, man, that is really brutal. I
The
really
Noxious
feel
Throne is nice
bad.
here.
Oh, yeah. Which,
Where is that from?
uh, I don't know. I saw it out of a chest and I didn't even think about it. It's somewhere. Smile. Looks like
Tyler,
only two
don't
people
have
have
that
it.
either.
Yeah, unfortunately.
No bleed
Tyler
right
needs
now.
to find some sort of bleed here. For the people who do have Noxious Thorn, they have 20% bleed right now, which is great. Snack is out to stage 4, the first one. Again, not super surprising. Though it is a little bit worrying at this point. I kind of hope that, maybe he gets a little bit something in his build. I don't know if this. Oh, and I think he
Yeah,
found it. There's a shuriken printer, and on Commando, that's one of the best things you can
huge.
actually get. Um, I know he lost the band first, which is probably,
That does
the
suck,
worst
but
one,
the
but
rest of his greens are
just gotta go in,
pretty
man.
trash.
Yeah, it's definitely worthwhile. Shuriken stacks in two ways. It actually stacks in quantity of shurikens available and damage of shurikens available. So very good exponential stacking. It's one of the few things in the game that does that, apart from like
Yeah,
Will-O-Wisp and whatever. So really,
especially
really
on
good.
Commando where you
Just
can
shoot all
deal
of
the
them.
shurikens out.
Yeah.
On some of the slower fire rate survivors like Artie, Railgunner, you wouldn't really ever want to do it on Railgunner anyway, but like on Artie, uh, you can you'll regenerate the shurikens faster than you can throw them out sometimes.
Yeah. So there's like a limit on really how many you can get to make use of like how well it stacks, but Commando can really make full use of it. I'm actually really curious why Snek
Also,
isn't going all in here to the Shuriken printer.
yeah,
I'm sure that everyone else will, and they might pull ahead of him just simply because of that.
it's a band proc as well. If there's like a scrapper or something, and somebody takes the time to scrap, they get like 3 shurikens in a band.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be strong on its own.
Yeah. Oh, looks like is Ruddy gonna go into the blue portal here? No, he's just looking after a drone.
I think it
This
might be worth here. Like where you're stage 3 and I mean, 2 bleed is okay, but you're kind of lacking a build. Not really any AOE besides that.
Ooh, another Saber
Got like a
Spaces and
drone.
another Shuriken on stage 4. Looks like
Let's do another
Tyler's going
stage.
into the Shuriken printer, going all in. I like it. Looks like Reddy is going into the blue portal here, so we'll see what kind of reds are available.
Still has the band. Oh, there we go. Who's
Now
it?
there,
Tyler actually had a lot more greens than Snack did.
yeah, okay. Looks like Tyler ended up with 6 there. I think if there are any other greens that are gonna pop up the stage, I was gonna go right back in that printer as well. I look away every time, right as Reddy goes into the blue portal, even though I call it out. I don't know what he saw, but
Yeah.
obviously wasn't good enough to trade
It,
his shitty greens for it, so probably wasn't that good.
it was if it was like a drone man or something though, it'd be such a game changer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what everyone really is looking for the most, right?
But like this shuriken printer, I think is going to be the savior of this run. The items up to this point have been pretty trash.
They've been okay, but they haven't been, game defining. Like you
Yeah, I
can't
mean you saw how
rely.
much they struggled on
Yeah.
the construct fight.
Well, I think that's a particular, but yeah, I mean, they've been okay. Just like some okay items, but yeah, they needed that special big ticket thing.
But like
Um,
worst case scenario, right? You have to fight another one next stage,
that is true.
and you have the same items. Oh, just a regular shuriken in that chest.
I think specifically the Shuriken printer probably saved Snek's kind of pushing here without too much of a build. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it depends if he goes more new or not, actually. I don't know what he's specifically saving in his build at the moment. Or maybe he just doesn't realize how good they are to stack. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's a good question.
It
I
does.
feel like
It
you got
looks
the
like Ruddy
harpoon
did
seed.
find a scrapper though, and this is like exactly what you're saying. This is good for Ruddy because the first item you
Mm-hmm.
lose out of this printer is that ice band. That is a seeded interaction. So the fact that he's saving it is really good. He is getting
Where was
5 shurikens here and save the Noctis Thorn as well. So really good call from Ruddy.
where was the fire band? Saw some
Mm,
people had it and then lost it to the printer.
I'm not sure.
Thinking Reddy just didn't find it. Tent to Bobble, that's a great one for Mander.
And the first one on stage 5 is actually Tyler, speeding up from those 7 shurikens. Beautiful.
Reddy just now starting TP.
Hmm. I
Got
mean,
a
I think this is still fine from Ready though because he has the Shurikens and Noctis Storm with the band. I think he's the best setup if he just speeds up from here.
I agree, but he is a little bit behind now.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
No one has like really equipment by the way except Snek either. There is a hoof printer as well on the stage. Ooh,
ooh,
Ready
it
has
is a Z construct.
had yet to deal with that out of the Murray and the voided one, and it came up here and stacked him some void sense. So or void
But
touch didn't kill him.
look at Tyler. Tyler actually has really good damage here. He just
The
with the shurikens
Shurikens, man, they're
doesn't
really
have a
good.
band, but
Snack is really worrying me here. I am very confused.
not confused isn't racing today.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Sorry. It's like an F tier
Reminder,
joke.
yeah, you get 100% extra damage per shuriken that you throw out. So having like 7 shurikens like Tyler has means you're doing 1,000% damage every shuriken, and you have like what, 10 of them to use?
Yeah, and they
That's
regenerate very quickly. Kind of like the
so
old stickies.
yeah, 10,000% damage rotation on top of Commando's normal damage is kind of insane. Some
Currently
equipment
looking like
starting to
everyone's
pop
gonna have
up.
to do pillars here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. There might be something stage 5, but we'll see. Looks like Tyler's done with
Tyler is
TP.
out.
Just, oh, actually just leaving. Perfect.
I think it's gonna be hard to catch up to Tyler here, honestly.
I agree. That was a fabulous play. Just kind of realizing the situation, has the damage from shurikens, and it's just kind of time to go. Even if Snek left right now and did the same thing Tyler did, Snek would lose because of the drastic difference in damage. So to win, Snek would have to actually do something different.
Yeah, or somebody would have to die, but
Assuming the best for them. Snek does have 1 bleed, but I don't think that's going to make up for 5 extra shuriken though, either.
yeah, did he never go back to that printer?
No?
He didn't. He just got the 2. What? I wonder what the logic is there.
Shrug.
What's he trying to hold on to?
It looks
The
like
razor wire, maybe?
Baku's taking a different approach on stage 5 for the frame that I got from him. Alright, there he goes. He's the only one who went a left around the map, which is actually kind of a cool way to do it, because obviously he's probably thinking that no one else did this, so maybe he sees something that no one else really finds. I don't think he found anything though, but I like the pathing. Reddy's actually going back for more shurikens here, just to make sure he gets everything he needs. But I mean, Tyler's already on pillars, so
Yeah, I'm a little worried with how long Reddy's taken here. I think the first
Tyler
time they did this was okay, but they
is
did
also
on the
taking a lot of
stage for
damage.
like half the run,
Yep.
feels like.
This is a very dangerous area for pillars, actually, the mass. And it's because the walls are so closed in. And so when a golem shoots its volley, it actually hits the walls around you a lot and makes it you just take a lot of AoE burst damage, which is kind of annoying. Gotta be really, really careful
Okay.
about staying out in the open. Already going into
Interesting.
the Goative printer, which is something we saw no one else do, actually, which is
Ah,
really good.
makes sense. Snek did not find a skip, did find a crowdfunder though, which if you have to do pillars
Oh,
is not
ready.
bad.
Ready. You saw that shuriken
Oh,
just land on the ground
ah.
afterwards. Oh, man. Yeah, crowdfunder's interesting with that extra bleed. Now that's kind of becoming a little bit more interesting, I'll say.
Tyler is doing some slow pillars here too.
Yeah, I wonder what the rationale on this was. I'm sure there was some other pillar somewhere else, right? That
Are
could have been
there
faster.
two there. No, okay. Because sometimes like what you can do if there's just two of those, you can just like head straight to them, do them really quick, and then the jump
Yeah.
pad is right there.
Looked
So
like he
even though they're
didn't.
slower, you cut out some of the traveling.
Looks like he didn't want to do blood pillars because he didn't have like a wrap or a reckler or anything. Sneck can do blood pillars because he has two recklers actually. Looks like going for design first though, just to check soup as well. Either way, Tyler is still ahead at this very moment.
Roddy
Sneck.
doing TP. Had to step out here.
Oh, Faku, come on.
Paco is Facoing.
Yeah. Oh, Faku is offline. Can you go check on Faku for me? Thanks.
Okay.
We'll get a Faku back to a race near you shortly, I'm sure. Let me actually see something real quick. Okay. How's Faku doing?
They're gonna restart their thing.
Okay. All right. Tyler going right up right now. We'll see his damage. He does have one AP round, one crit, one watch, and one sticky bomb. Sticky bomb, actually, if that goes off on Mythrix with the shurikens, that could be really good.
Tyler in the fight now. Damage, not great, honestly.
He just needs to proc something of what he has. It's not bad, honestly. I would have liked to see like an ATG or something though. That would have really kind of changed the profile of this fight.
Yeah, it would have. Okay,
Or, I
I guess
mean,
it's not.
even just like an equipment would have helped a lot, honestly. Kind of worried about Ruddy here though. Spent a lot of time stage 4, and while he has a good build with the shurikens in the band and the extra bleed, um, he's gonna get to the moon, and then Tyler might be starting phase 3, which can't really catch up and get a win on that unless Tyler dies. So kind of worried. Snack is starting to fight right now as well.
You might need to refresh.
Is
Faku
Faku
is.
back?
I think so.
Give me 1 second, chat room. I'm sorry. All right.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. We have a Faku back in action. Tyler in the middle of phase 2 right now. Just opt in to sit on the ramp for this one. Faku
Yeah, this
is
is a
on
great
the moon as
for
well.
phase 2. Can't really
I
do much when you're up there.
I have a feeling we're getting some delayed footage from Faku or something. Or maybe not. He's at 22 minutes doing pillars right now. Everyone else is about 26 minutes in their run. And I know for sure that Faku did not start way earlier than everyone else. So,
There's probably some of that going on, but I also had him paused for a bit there.
well, he's definitely, his internet's pausing him on his own. So,
Tyler in phase 3.
yeah, going really fast. Snack is
Snack
at
is
phase
too.
2 though.
Phase 3.
Honestly, the
Oh no,
crowdfunder
it is phase.
really came in with the extra bleed there. It's really not bad. He was actually able to get some money, though that money is really running out. He's
It
gonna get a
is.
little bit from extra phase 2 ads here that aren't like the specific boss ones, but he will. I mean, starting phase 3, he's not gonna be able to use that cred fund as much as he wants.
Yeah, I would have saved that for phase 3. Because phase 3 is the one you need to end fast. It's okay if you're set in phase 1 for a little bit, but phase 3 can get very punishing very quickly if you don't have the damage.
Give me 1 second.
Tyler. Uh, this is kind of close actually.
Yeah, actually, Snack is really catching up
This is
time,
getting
and he didn't
close.
he didn't run out of money as fast as I thought. Actually, the bleed is coming in, but it looks like Tyler is about to just finish this up, and does get into phase 4 first. We'll see if Snack has a skip.
Oh, he's just dead. So I'm not sure.
Oh man,
There might be there's a little bit of a time differential too.
a little bit, yeah. Ooh, what the difference is
About 10
actually, I think
seconds.
here that Sneck has the crowdfunder in phase 4, and Tyler doesn't have any equipment. Is actually going to have a longer
Yeah,
phase 4. That's really
using the
just it.
Warbanner well too.
Yeah, and Sneck is going to take this one because of that. Wow, just not having an equipment at all.
Sneck is out of money now though,
Yeah, it's okay. Sneck
but
did really
has
well
that lead.
in phase 2, using the Reckler to farm wisps for pennies to get more damage in phase 3. That was a very good plan of action there. And it
Red he's
actually just
going for
got him
this
through.
player too. Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder why. I mean, I guess it's
What
still the
about
same reasoning, just no wrap, no Reckler.
yeah?
Really good job, Snack. That was very well played. Very well
That
played.
was well played. Beating Tyler probably by about 30 seconds here.
Mm-hmm. That crowdfunder came in at the perfect time for him, dude.
Crowdfunder is
Just when he
OP.
needed it. Wonderful.
Skip still would have been better, but
Yeah.
like it made a big difference there.
Mm-hmm. And
As
allowed him to
opposed to
win.
Tyler, who didn't find any equipment ever at any point in the run.
No. I mean, honestly, that DML would have been enough to put him over the top. Tyler would have
True.
won. He just needed anything, and the fact they didn't find anything was just brutal.
Still a really good job though. Is going to secure second place. Snag isn't going to get bonus points.
Yeah.
So both of these guys are in a pretty good spot after this first loadout.
All right. Well, Sneck is done. Let's bring in our first loadout winner. Hello, Sneck.
Hello.
We got good news for you. You got first place.
Yeah.
Really good job, actually. We thought you were going to be behind on like stage 4 and 5, and then you found that crowdfunder. No one else found it.
Oh,
We were a little bit confused, I will say, about why you didn't go into the shuriken printer more.
I probably could have. I wanted to keep my razor wire and rose buckler combo so I could
Uh,
do the phase 2 faster, and then I was like, "Oh, I lost the band. That's fine." And I guess it would have helped because then I would have had more stacks of growth nectar, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I had so many buffs anyways, it was okay.
so that's
Well,
something you value pretty high then, the The Rose Buckler Razor Wire combo.
Yeah, it was like my main damage reduction besides like the one hits.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
Well, good job. Let's bring in Tyler as well. Tyler, hello.
Hey, Race, you disputed.
A nice second place on that one. Clean. We actually thought you were going to win. But the difference was you just didn't find equipment. And your phase 4 just
Yeah.
took that much longer because of that. And that was entirely it. It was just
Yeah.
the difference.
Yeah.
Finished phase 3 at about the same time. Actually, Tyler, you got done with phase 3 actually a little bit faster.
You were ahead.
Oh,
But
wow.
it was close. There was a crowdfunder, there was a DML, not anything like super crazy, but if you had found either, I think you would have been fine. A little
Yeah.
tough.
I tried going for the phase 4 skip, but missed it. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh well.
Really
And you
good
can kinda
job,
see
regardless.
Faku and Ruddy here. A second wave of this fight.
I really liked Ruddy's build, but he spent a lot of time on stage 4 and 5, or mainly 4.
Did.
But he did have I mean, I think he has the best build, but
I mean,
probably.
it's not really like it's marginally better than Faku's, I guess, but Faku also has
The
a
growth
5-minute
factor.
lead, basically.
Yeah.
The chronic expansion is going to help Faku here a lot too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Faku's still in phase 1. Oh no, phase 3. Never mind. Sorry. Oh no, I thought that. I just looked at the time and I was like, there's no way, right? But no, there's a way. It's Faku. And Faku's about to finish phase 3. So see if we can pull off any fancy skips. No shuriken skip today,
try.
sorry. It looks like Reddy's gonna take the 4th place on this one unless Faku dies in phase 4.
Even if Faku dies here, I feel like there's still a good shot of Faku winning.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It's as if Ruddy has a +5 right now. It's just that Faku might even be done right now. I don't know because of the stream lag. It's possible.
That's why I don't have the times up at the moment, but yeah. Actually, if Faku makes it the ship, no, I can't. Never mind. You still have 2nd place. Good job, Tyler. Oh, get in the bubble. There you go. If I could have done that
I
a
feel
little
like
bit faster, maybe.
Ruddy took way too long on
Wait.
stage 4. Did he get a skip there? Or no, didn't get a skip. Never mind.
Man, Faku was
Faku was
1
so
second
close.
behind you, Tyler.
Damn.
Okay. Interesting. I was like, there's no way he's gonna make it the ship in time, but yeah, actually, we'll see. That one just
Shady
jump into the
boots.
portal. Oh, Ray did the same thing, but got in. It's alright. Ray lost his saver spaces right before jumping down, so he has to take the long way. Does have a lot more speed though, so it's not as big of a deal for him. Who knows? Maybe Faku does take this, and it's not like exactly the time. Nah, he doesn't. He's still that like couple seconds behind. It was 1.5 seconds behind you. It looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, very
That was
close.
extremely close.
Let's bring Faku out. Hey, Vaku.
Right.
Hello.
Hello. Dude, you were 1.5 seconds behind Tyler there. It was that jump into the
Oh,
portal at the very end that cost you, I think. Really good job though.
Wait, could you see anything? What is going on my screen?
The first 70% of the run, not really, but you restart and it looked okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring in Ruddy as well. Hello, Ruddy.
Hey.
Tough one. So the order of our racers here on this one: Snack with first, Tyler with second, Faku with third, and Ruddy, I'm sorry, got a fourth. That was a very
It was a tough
interesting run.
loadout.
Yeah, it was not as many game-solving things as I thought there'd be. The shuriken printer was really good, and I think that was like the ticket just to start moving. But it wasn't anything like super flashy either. There was no vase. Everyone had to do pillars. No one had like a one-shot option. Everyone just kind of had whatever
Because
equipment they
Nobody
had.
died.
No one
I
died
think
either.
it's pretty impressive considering
What
the
pillars
early
did you guys
game
do?
was pretty challenging. That Z construct was giving you guys some trouble.
Half of the racers did
Yeah.
mass for theirs, and then I think there was some blood pillars from people who had, well, just Snack, right? Who had the Ruckler, I think.
Yeah, I did one blood, one mass.
Yeah.
People scrap
I
for
wanted to see
shurikens.
suits.
Yeah.
Dude, I just went all in, man.
Ruddy did scrap. I liked Ruddy's build.
I didn't want to lose the band, man.
Yeah. By the way, Ruddy, it was the first one you'd lose if you printed the first one.
I blind printed first and I lost a seed.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Interesting.
What
Oh,
the
maybe
fuck?
you.
I kept my seed last.
Interesting.
I'm
Anyway.
not telling you,
I
man.
think.
I'm looking too.
Yeah, I kept my seed.
I'm
Probably
glad you
broken
kept
at some
your,
point.
But I
your
don't know if I
seed,
got it
Faku.
after or not.
Yeah. No, I didn't want to print the Noxious Storm. I didn't care about the ones.
Ooh, there was a thorn.
Oh yeah, you did miss that stage 3, Snack. That would have been nice for you.
Wait, any gas for the construct?
Nope.
No.
No.
There was no
Everyone
AoE
struggled with
besides Noxious Thorn. And speaking of bleed, I feel really bad for Tyler actually. That Wecco
Yeah.
printer. What was your reasoning on that one? I'm curious.
Pennies. I had pennies and there's a Wecco printer. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah. If you lost like a med kit there, it would have been great.
Yeah, that
You
just
got
doesn't
two of
make
them.
sense.
I did not print
Yeah,
speed the
it just
whole
took the
run
worst
just for that
possible
one
thing.
reason of losing bleed.
Yeah, it was kind of scary. Regardless, first run over. No one died, like Dispute said, so congratulations. Proud of all of you.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next loadout, though. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, we have Loader for loadout number 2. So I hope you're awake. Let's do some speed gaming real quick. And we'll see you guys soon. In, 10 minutes? Is that good enough for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk soon. Good luck.
I
5.
scrimmed recently.
Look,
This one should be familiar to you.
All right.
This loadout has come up like with like different grapples. Has come up like 4 out of the last 10 scrims. It's been
Interesting.
rolled a lot recently. So
And you
hopefully
think,
these guys are.
have you been seeing the times on those? Have they been doing good? I'm sure they've been doing great.
+5s. I see. The thing is with a survivor like Loader, there's so much pressure to perform well that oftentimes it leads to people +5ing. Paradoxically.
You just like, you have to just send it all in, you know, and then there's no room for not doing that. We do see pennies right out the gate though on Reddy's screen, and going
Huge.
for a combat shrine just to get some early money,
Yeah.
or as much as possible. Actually, this is perfect. This is like a perfect penny starter
Oh.
group. Fire beetles, we got some wisps. Suddenly Ruddy has a ton of money. I hope Ruddy doesn't
Yeah,
die
like
here.
already
So.
did that. That's enough for Halcyon instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna have to sit around farming. It's like the number one first objective now in any race is you get that to level 1 before you like spend money on anything. So like normally it's a bad idea to purchase something there, but what Ruddy did is he got the pennies and then hit a combat shrine, which just kind of canceled everything out. Actually equaled more money for him.
Mm-hmm. No, it's very, very good play by Ruddy there. I think the other racers might have had a little bit of a tunnel vision on the actual shrine itself to actually see that penny in the shop.
Yeah. Because that is how you play probably 99% of these runs.
Mm-hmm.
Is you would just go straight to the Halcyon.
Well, already done with the Halcyon Knight. We have Sneck and Tyler. They gotta choose that Lumina shot though, just like Sneck did. That would be a
Interesting.
crazy thing to dodge.
Lumina shot is good. I think I can see the shipping request form being taken too, though, especially on stage
Interesting.
1.
The thing is with Lumina shot and loader, faster grapples mean you're just faster because you have like the reduced cooldown on it,
True.
and you can
It is
just grapple the air and then just get a ton of damage if they're not using it or anything. Which they might not use this grapple combatively as much in TPs just because it's not the one that pulls enemies. So could just be some nice extra free damage as well.
Already going for the gas over the watch there. Interesting. Or the watch over the gas, rather.
See, Tyler actually still on stage 1, just looting the kind of back area of the map. Really happy with the Wecco they're able to actually pick up there. I'm noticing.
Snack already done with TP2.
Done with the boss in TP2.
Or done with the boss, rather.
Yeah, I think Tyler...
Leads.
No, okay, never mind. I thought they were going to just go hit that mountain shrine and get some extra items, but they're just leaving. They're just like a chest next to that area. A nice hoof is never not appreciated. Not as valuable on someone who, like Loader, who can just like, you know, grapple around, but still a very good item regardless.
So there's an interesting little Halcyonite shrine tech I learned, and I just saw Ruddy do it there. So when you charge the Halcyonite shrine, when you get to the first level, a bunch of golems spawn, right? And then you're able to activate and then get Halcyonite to spawn in. But if you're just sitting on the pillar and you hold down E, you can actually get Halcyonite to spawn in slightly before the golem spawn, and you can just prevent the golem spawns entirely.
It's really nice, actually. On one hand, if you can handle the golems, it may just be better to fight them so you can get more money for stuff. But especially if you're just like not wanting to deal with them, that's amazing. Because a lot of times I don't care. I don't really want to fight them. Like, just let me fight House tonight and we can move on, you know?
Golems also don't give that much money. You get so much from Halcyonite, though.
Yeah.
Almost doesn't matter.
And Snack is all the way on stage 3 already. And going right to TP to hit it. Very nice. We do have another construct. Our best friend in the world. We have a Goobo
Nice.
on everyone, it looks like. Everyone was able to find that. Kind of interested to see how well that's used here.
I am surprised. So Faku took the gas there. Everyone else took a watch in that multi-shop. Prioritizing the damage over the early AoE.
I mean,
I
both
do
are
think
very
that is
good
good
items.
for Faku, for the Z construct fight, at least.
That will. I think it's hard because I think this punch naturally benefits from having a lot of AoE. So I think the other
Yeah.
racers were just like, watch kind of does both.
That makes sense.
But I mean, gas is nice. There's also a runic lens on Ready on stage 2. The only one who went and looted that side of the map just real quick. Very nice pickup.
Interesting.
That's a really good pickup. The thing is, when you're fighting, you know, Sneck and Faku, who are like extremely good loaders, you kind of need stuff like that. You need something like a runic lens to pick up your speed, dude. I would need a few. Gimme.
Tyler
said-
did find some gas anyway.
Ruddy and Sneck are the furthest along here. Faku did start his run a little bit later. So by 6 minutes, we'll see where he's at compared to where Sneck and Ruddy are now, with one just finishing TP on stage 3 and one just starting it. A lot can happen in a minute and a half. Our expansion is really good. I guess no one else has that one either, just for Tyler.
I really like having at least one for Mithrix.
Yeah.
Is he like 2 watches in the fight?
Mm-hmm.
for phase 3.
It's very good. I mean, it multiplies with watches too, like, which you'll
Yeah.
probably already have as well. There's the chronic expansion for Faku also.
It's a little bit weird with loader though, because I do find it's pretty easy to break the cranch and stacks if you like
Yeah, the
find
combo.
yourself like swinging too much.
Yeah, you kind of have to stay very present in the middle and just kind of try to attract as many enemies to you instead of kind of going to them. Unless you have a lot of backup mags, I guess. I could see it being a lot of things. Oh, we have the runic lens for Faku. That's a little bit unfortunate for Ruddy. If you're Ruddy, you don't want anyone else to find that at all. And especially not Faku, to be honest. So,
I really like where Faku's at.
yeah.
This is an insane amount of items for only spending 3 minutes each stage.
And Faku is out. It looks like Faku is around where Ruddy was at 6 minutes. So, they kind of feel a little tied at this point in the run. The one I would say is a little bit behind is actually Tyler, who is about, well, I guess, yeah, only about halfway through the TP on stage 3 right now at their time. Of course, Snek is middle of stage 4 TP already, just got there and just started the fight. You gotta be a little bit careful with this this imp, though. If you do take a blast of needle or something like that, it could be pretty lethal here, especially with that much DR. We do have a pluripotent larva on pretty much everybody, though. It's the Void Cradle out of the stage 3 TP, so I will be kind of surprised if someone doesn't pick it up.
I worry about that watch. And I worry about kind of everyone not really having any healing here. You don't need a ton on loader, but you do need a little bit.
Oh, we got a sales star on stage 4. You think we're gonna see the legendary chest opened, or
Highly doubt it. Especially on loader.
what do you mean? It's the
But
perfect stage, and they have pennies. Thoughts?
if they get enough, if they're
No.
somehow able to
I
farm
even if
up
they
on-
had enough, I don't even think they'd open it just out of like principle of something. I don't know.
probably better to do
Tyler
like,
would.
equipment.
Tyler's
Yeah.
my hero. Tyler would open it. Though I do kind of worry about where Ruddy's at right now. I think this is just naturally a scary stage 4 TP, especially everyone is going to go into it not really killing any world spawned enemies. You can see Ruddy right now is like shooting the grapple up in the air to charge luminous shots, so the M1 for loader does way more damage. There is a band and a brain stocks for Snek as well. Did break that watch, unfortunately. But keeping the pluripotent larva at least. Oh, we see a pluripotent larva break though on Tyler.
Ooh.
Might see a real +5 here in a second. Does
Didn't
gain,
pick up the
yeah, it does gain needle
Not losing
tick.
much
Does
there.
lose crit, but luckily didn't
It's not
pick up
too
the
bad.
band yet. So
Could be a lot worse.
all right, Snek starting stage 5, Magworm TP boss. This is pretty free here. Using the Gubo right at the start too, just to kind of blast through.
Baku out of stage 3.
Yeah, at 8.5 minutes. So we'll see, we'll see. So far, it looks like Tyler's got things under control now. It does kind of suck to lose the watch and the pluripotent larva, both at stage 4, especially when you know, going into Mithrix with this punch and this special, you can definitely put yourself in a very awkward position, but you kind of like having that, you know, that cushion.
Mm-hmm. Snack almost on the moon here, and I'm looking at their build. It's okay. Like you have a band here, you have a little bit of crit crowbar, but I do think this fight is gonna take a bit. And I look at Ruddy and Faku, especially with that runic lens.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have a much easier time here. So I wouldn't be surprised if they actually catch up and pass Faku or Snack.
Ooh. Though Ruddy is just trying to get out of here. Almost
watch.
breaks the pluripotent larva and loses bans. He needs to be really careful.
He does.
There is another ban stage 5 in a multi-shop right next to TP. No good equipments from the equipment barrel, even with Sailstar, and Snek is actually out onto the moon. Oh,
You saw
Ruddy.
Tyler took the time there to actually scrap the prayer beads, something that Snek still is holding on to.
Oh, and there's a watch printer in stage 5 as well.
A watch printer.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Losing the Cranchin sucks there, but definitely worth going into. I don't know if Snek saw that. I feel like if Snek saw that, they might have gone into it.
Yeah, I really like how Tyler took the time to scrap the beads, though. It's a lot more damage than it kind of looks like. It's one of those items where you can never really tell just by looking at it, but it's a good
It's
amount
like-
of damage.
Here's how I think about it. It's 10 to 15%, like at any given time. So like if you're level 12, the prayer beads are usually going to be like a level or two behind that, like 10 stacks or something.
Mhm.
That usually works out to somewhere between 10 and 15%. Doesn't scale as you level up, but I think
It's
that's
still
good
a good amount.
Yeah, it is. Especially
And
where you have watches and it multiplies it.
yeah, starting the fight right now, Snek. Ooh. Okay. Really interesting. Throwing out the Gubo loader just immediately at the start of the phase too. You can see Snek is doing the grapple tech with Luminous right now, just getting some M1s in on Mythrix, just as much as he can. All that is just extra damage. And this is why this Luminous shot is just so good here, even from stage 1.
Wait, so even if you don't
Yep.
grapple onto anything, it's
Correct.
still charged. Oh, that's ridiculous.
It's very good. Getting some good swings in here as well. I know this punch isn't always the most comfortable for spacing reasons. Like a lot of people assume they have more time to fly towards Mithrix than they do when they're used to the charge punch and stuff and timing. But they've been scrimming with this one a lot, so I think everyone has gotten a lot more comfortable with their spacing and timing with this one. I used to see back in the past how people would miss all their punches all the time with this one, but if you weren't paying too close attention, you might not have been able to tell.
Ruddy just got 2 more bans.
Yeah, well, Ruddy just got a Bandolier as well.
And a Bandolier.
3 fire bands and a runic lens going into Mythic, so is pretty damn good. So we'll see.
It is a little behind though.
Little bits. I don't know. I don't really know how this one's gonna shake up. While Snek is really far ahead right now, it's also extremely possible that Snek could somehow take a +5 here, or even just having the pluripotent larva pop and losing bans might just slow him down enough that someone else can catch up. So there are
How many
definitely,
watches?
huh?
Sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Didn't
that's
mean to
it.
interrupt.
It just mainly if Snek does die, someone could catch up regardless of the larva. And it's pretty close now as well.
Ooh.
Just gotta be really
see, this is
careful.
what I was worried about with the healing. It looks like everyone does have a drone here at least. You need
Which is
to
really
Make
nice.
your way over to that.
It's like everyone's making their way up. That isn't in the arena already. Snek finished off this last wisp. Really good job. Now starting off phase 3. Tyler is starting off phase 1 as well as Ruddy right now.
Tyler, only person to use the prayer beads.
Yeah, I mean, and how many other people printed watches?
I don't know if anyone did. I feel like they must have just not seen it.
If they didn't see it, maybe they just assume they're gonna break them or something. I don't know. Regardless,
know.
the damage is coming out. Ruddy is doing a lot of damage, but the thing is, Ruddy is knocking Mythics up in the air a lot, which means those Runic Lenses aren't hitting as much as he kind of wants them to.
Breaching Fin is actually kind of a negative item here. It does a couple bad things for Ruddy. So one, it does that, but it also can you fuck up the fire bands too.
Oh, Faku is gone.
You can check out their stream from 33 minutes ago though.
Okay.
Just put
Oh,
on the
Faku is
last
back.
Loadout.
For some reason, I'm getting their audio. Jesus.
Faku is like Faku might win actually.
Yeah.
Faku's like right there with Snake. I didn't realize they were
Well, how
so
could you
close.
realize? Like, last
Yeah.
frame you saw, they were going into the arena. That being said, the Snack is just entering phase 4 right now. Faku, though, if they skip phase 4, they will be ahead. And they
Yeah, a
will
little bit of
probably
time.
win.
See if they can get it here.
Well, I would love
I
to see if they could
don't
get it
know.
here, but we'll find out, I'm sure, on the scoreboard. So we got some frames back. Looks like they're not skipping phase 4 this time around. Snek is done at 18 minutes with the fight. Maybe Faku's
Maybe
going
they'll
for didn't really get it. They do have Gubo though for phase 4, so that should be pretty quick.
That is a +5 for Tylor.
The first one of the day. It took 2 loadouts to get there. Alright, I don't know the exact time Snek got to the ship, but it was around like 1815, 1820. So
Okay. Yeah, pretty secure then. I mean, either way though,
Faku was close, but
gonna be a sub 20. Pretty huge
very close.
for both these guys. It's gonna be a sub 20.
Yeah, if I was just like a couple seconds off, couple tens of seconds. Ruddy just trying to make his way through phase 3 as well, charging up the Luminous Shot before jumping in to get a big combo of damage.
As long as Ray doesn't +5 here, we'll be able to secure third. Not great, but
It's something, it's points.
best they can hope for at this point.
Alright, let's bring in Snek, and we'll see what he has to say about that one. Hello, Snek.
Hello.
You got first. Congratulations. Again.
Woo!
I'm tired of seeing you in
It was
here
close,
first,
though.
man. It was close. Again, you
Faku-
Yeah.
just a little bit ahead of
It's
Faku
fine.
there.
I thought I might have got second because I didn't get the phase 4 skip.
It could have
Did
been
Faku
that
get it?
close, but Faku didn't either. If Faku got the phase 4 skip,
Oh, okay.
they would have won.
Yeah. I
So-
think that's right. Fox is like pretty good on loader.
There was also an item that you
Bringing
missed that was kind of nice. There was, I don't know how many bands you got, but there were 3, and there was also a runic lens.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Runic Lens was
Yeah, I only had one
Pretty
band, I think. Maybe
Hello,
2.
Faku.
Yeah.
Second place on that one. Really good job. You were very close again. Very close.
13
The phase 4 skip.
Yep, it
No.
was that. I mean, Snek didn't get
I
it, but
didn't
if
get
you
it
would have
either.
got it, you would have won.
Yeah.
It was a
Along,
bad portal too.
Hmm?
It was a bad portal too at the end.
yeah, along with Ruddy, you two were the only two that found the runic lens. No one else did. I think that was really only the
Yeah.
main difference in most of your guys'
What
runs.
did
There
you
was
have?
one extra band that Ruddy
Snek.
found.
What do you have?
Gubo, Luminous 2 bands, Crowbar, Finn, mainly.
Oh yeah. Did either of you guys see the watch printer
No.
No.
on stage 5?
Oh, you flew right past it on the way to the teleporter on stage 5, like
See,
right over it.
I don't know. I think everyone except Tylor missed that.
Yeah, we'll see if Ruddy saw it or wanted to go in, but
I
once
had a
right
watch,
there.
but I broke it for no
Yeah.
reason.
think
watch
everyone
is
but
nice.
Faku. Wait, you didn't have a watch, so you couldn't
No.
break it. Okay, well,
And for the gas.
It was
That's
like a
I mean, I
true.
chest
would love.
off stage 1.
I didn't have any multiplication like APR, watch, or focus crystal.
Yeah, my only was like thin.
No, I think I fucked up the phase 4, phase 2. I mean, it was slow phase 2.
That was
let me
pretty
bring in
bad, but I had
Tyler.
crowbar, so it's okay.
Oh, Tyler.
Hi.
I mean, obviously you got a +5 there, so a little rough. I think you're probably gonna get 4th here for that one, but not a bad run
Yeah.
either way. I don't think your run was that different than anyone else's, so there's not much to say about it. Oh, you missed a runic lens. That
Found
was
the
the only
watch
thing.
printer.
You were the only one who
The
found the watch
Only one
printer,
that saw
actually.
that watch printer,
Yeah, so
which is
What?
crazy considering where it was. But
you're also the only one to break all of those watches, I guess, alternatively, and unfortunately. Let me bring in Ruddy right now. Hello, Ruddy.
Hey,
Hi. 3rd on that one. Not bad.
whatever.
Did you see the watch printer on stage 5 by chance?
What? No? As
Okay.
a watch printer?
Yeah, you flew right over it on the way to
you weren't
TP.
the only one that missed it though.
Nah,
Wasn't
the
it
only one who
Liberation?
found it was Tyler, so it's alright.
Okay.
But
I don't think it made a difference.
you and Falk were the only ones who found the runic lens, which was fun. You're also the only one to find 3 bands. Everyone else found 2. So you're kind of looting.
Yeah.
Found all the
I
goodies.
was looting.
Yeah.
Iceman or Kiaro?
Hmm?
Iceman or Kiaro?
All fire
Or
bands
Hero.
today.
Doesn't matter then.
Unfortunate. Well,
That
we
was
still
really
have
quick
2
there.
loadouts left. Huntress, our favorite Huntress loadout, and our favorite Merc loadout, I'm assuming, as well. So, you guys excited?
Wait, this,
Yay!
all these
Woo!
loads stack, no? These like good characters with the battle.
It's just been the theme lately, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, you guys can start off on Huntress, and we'll talk to you guys in 35 minutes. Good luck.
Good
Good
What's your
luck.
faith?
Wow. 35 minutes. You have
Yeah.
little faith.
I do. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll talk to
His
him in
Huntress.
15.
Aaron is pretty difficult though.
Air Rain Flurry, man. I actually think if you crunch the numbers, this is the lowest DPS loadout in the game.
I think you're probably right. At least on stage 1. I don't
Well,
know,
yeah. I mean, like, assuming
you might scale
whatever.
better, but
I don't even think. I think this is one of the worst scaling loadouts as well. I mean, obviously Flurry could scale with crit decent, but I mean, like a lot of other characters also just scale decent, right? And Arrow Rain has a 0.2 proc coefficient, which just means it's awful. So
it's
I don't
true.
know. Even considering the scaling, it's kind of tough. Regardless,
Death March,
it's
maybe.
it's okay. You can make any loadout work, and we're gonna see that done today, right now. We already see a Void Key drop out of the Void Cradle on stage 1, which is a great start to the run. If they get a Plasma Shrimp or something like that, that could really turn this loadout around a little bit. Because suddenly proc coefficient doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and this is a run where I think holding on to the key and just seeing if you can find another one, not even necessarily on that stage, just later. Like if you get a key stage 1, I feel like it's a consideration to do that, to just
Yeah.
consider not picking it up sometimes.
I agree.
I've seen it make a pretty big difference in some runs where somebody will get 3-4 void items that the other person just didn't have the opportunity to find
Mm-hmm.
because they opened the key a little too early.
Oh, Faku, man. I'm gonna have to reload the streams. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Faku is out. Oh, I'm having audio from a stream. All right. Oh, and we
Oh,
see Snack
yeah,
die
somebody
as
just
soon as
died.
I bring it back. Unfortunate. I think that was either a House Knight or a Golem shots.
That was a golem.
Oh, and Faku's internet
Classic.
is out again. Perfect.
Golem stage 1 death.
Can you touch base with Faku and let me know if they can like restart their internet or something.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I know what the answer is gonna be.
Yeah,
gonna-
but like, try something.
All right.
Well, we'll see what's happening with Faku in a little bit. For now, we'll focus on the others. Sailstar banned in the Halcyon, and the band really looks tempting, but they have no stable way of using that band on anything on purpose. They do have the Glaive, which does pop the band after like 4 or 5 bounces or something like that, I think. I don't remember. It's been too long. But that Sailstar is going to give them a lot here. Also, there's another Void Cradle, and we can see Snipe going for that one as well. And it's Lungus, which probably would have been nice before that Halcyon Shrine. But, it's okay. At least we got some healing for the future. It does really, really suck, though, to have a +5
Ooh.
this early in a run.
Sailstar and a band in there.
Yep.
People taking the Sailstar. Interesting. Makes sense though. Stage 1, 5 extra items.
Well, now we have that Shuriken in play, which would have been actually pretty nice with the band. So, I don't know. It's kind of a weird one.
Okay, it looks like Faku is back up.
Okay, give me a second, guys. I will get our streams back online here. Mainly Faku's. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Okie dokie. Hopefully, I can watch some Faku gameplay today. All right, it looks like we do see another band though out of Ruddy and Tyler. So they kind of get best of both worlds there. They get the Sailstar with the Shuriken and the band.
Not that there's really a great way to proc it yet. Can you do it
Shuriken.
on your... Oh. Yeah, I guess that's okay.
You have to unfortunately aim at the enemy that you want to hit, but it's very good if you aim at the enemy you want to hit.
It's like...
I promise.
It's just not super... doesn't scale super well.
No,
It's
but
400% damage, which is
it
just
is
enough to proc it.
something at least, as opposed to nothing. And there is the Plasma Shrimp on the stage 2 keybox.
But this is a thing where like they lost the key now, so yes, you can do that, but if they just run into another key like right now, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what the give take on that is.
It's kind of hard.
We have seen racers just instantly open it when they see it.
I definitely think there's a lot of chances for like multi-shops in nearby areas to have keys, and maybe just getting the key right after TP and losing a couple seconds or something may even be a viable solution, even though it does lose a bit of time.
Yeah.
Because it's a gamble, right? It's no different than going to the blue portal, checking something out before you kind of, go to the next stage.
Yeah. It's also something that you can just completely opt out of if you want, like, and that sometimes that is good to do. Like if there's nothing good in that void key there, you instead decide to open it on the next stage. Not that you would know beforehand, but you could just do it to do something different, get different items than other people, which can work out sometimes, other times not.
Yeah, sometimes it's great. Sometimes you just missed out on like the Plasma Shrimp Polyloot combo, and you're like, oh, well, I got a Lost Tears lens, so not bad. Not great either though. Snack being the only one that has the Plasma Shrimp right now in the stage 2 TP, they're having the easiest time for sure.
Yeah, definitely in the short term, it was the best play, but. Oh, 2 Seeds of Life? Huge.
Dude. That's so crazy. Alright, well, Snack is out. Going to stage 3 already. 12-minute stage 3 is not so bad on this loadout especially. It's okay. We're making time. It's
12
obviously
minute
not loader.
with the +5 there.
And a Shrine of Shaping. And just taking the Seed of Life, putting it into the equipment drone. Just saying, hey, if it revives me, cool. I need another equipment for myself. So that is the current plan. We do see a large chest right ahead of Snack as well. If they want to use that for the Sail Star, maybe they just go with the small one. Who knows? So I think going right to TP though. Really not much time to mess around here.
That's a little bit. I don't know. They do have pennies, so they could
Yeah,
potentially. With Saw though, they should be fine.
it does kind of worry me though because this loadout in general is just kind of obviously, like we said, low damage, but we'll see. Saw is great, but it is on a pretty big
That helps a
cooldown.
lot.
Plasma Shrimp is obviously really good, but we'll see. This is like a very few amount of items.
Ruddy getting the plimp as well.
Very good.
Faku and Tyler have not picked it up yet. Tyler leaving.
Looks like Tyler is going for more of a macro-based approach here, just trying to see if he can hold off on that key, get a couple of voids, try to stay ahead of the curve, but this may be one of those times where it might not work out in his favor. We'll see if he
Yeah.
gets a Plasma Shrimp or not. The Plasma Shrimp was unfortunately the thing he did not want his opponents to find in that key box. So, and that was the gamble he was making there. Which
Probably
is
better
fair.
than a poly loot here, even. With
Oh
that
yeah,
low
I
proc
mean,
coefficient.
you're not even really going to proc it that much. Looking at Snack mark some things on the stages just to see kind of what's around. I don't really see any multi-shops with keys. I don't really see any multi-shops with equipments or anything like that. There is one right behind TP that I don't know if people will see though. Looks like there's an energy drink in that one, which is nice. Tyler's going for the large chest with the Sail Star. Gets a Gore's Tome Ignition Tank. Gore's Tome is nice. That's not bad. Ignition Tank, no gas. There is one on the stage though.
Ready starting TP. I don't know if the Saw was the Sail Star item or not.
Might have
But
been.
it is in the teleporter. And I'm kind of hoping Ruddy opens it.
Yeah, we'll see then. Snack out to stage 4. I think Snack is just trying to play as fast as they can right now, just to try to stay ahead of the curve. They do have that stage 1 +5, so we'll see if they do something to, you know, get a good time
You can
here.
really push that. You can push that Saw really far though.
Well, what also is true, they have 2 first places already in the Loadout race, so they have some wiggle room here. They don't need to get first place here again. What this will mean though is that they probably can't get first place here, and they probably will have to do pretty decent on the last loadout, but to still get first.
I don't know. I think I might like where Snack is overall right now. Even with the +5, I think they're.
I mean, if we
pretty well.
consider the overall chance of winning, I'd say it's still pretty high, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is, if Snack gets takes this +5, maybe gets third or fourth place here, and let's say Faku gets first on this loadout, suddenly Faku, with even a bonus point or something, may even pull ahead of Snack overall in the standings.
Somebody just ate the Seed of Life. Tyler.
Ooh, Tyler opening up the key box on stage 3
Okay.
here, not getting a Plasma Shrimp. Probably going
Safer
for that
spaces,
Needle Tick
though.
or Void Sense. Yeah. I mean,
What?
safer spaces for what?
For safety. It's safer spaces.
I don't know about that one. They already have the dash. I think that's what they're going to more rely on
I
here.
guess you just need as much DPS as you can get.
Yeah. The problem with
safer
this
spaces
loadout is
is-
just not being able to go
Like, I
fast
don't
because
know.
of damage, though.
It's still a great item though. Like
It is
being
a good
able to
item.
open void items instantly, being able to hit blood shrines quickly, like
Tyler actually goes
value.
for the saber spaces. Interesting.
Do think the plimp overall is a lot better though
I mean, yeah,
in this situation.
it's the best thing you can get. I'm pretty sure from this. I mean, alternatively, maybe you could have gotten a pluripotent larva, found an ATG and a uke, and then a bleed or whatever, and had like a way better run. But this is
Fuel cell.
probably the best thing I can hope for.
Going for the thorn instead. Interesting.
Hmm.
Good with the saw. Really like the thorn saw synergy.
Thorn is also good with the gas, just to keep them topped up on damage on AoE and teleporter. Snack on to stage 5. Interesting. Think they're gonna go right after TP, or do you think they're gonna loot around a bit more here? I've seen it a lot
Snack?
where Snack sometimes gets to stage 5 and decides that like maybe that's when they should start doing some looting after maybe the teleporter boss fight there is kind of rough. Oh, when we see a +5 from never mind, I was trying to shape it. My bad.
I
Saw
hate those.
Faku use the Shrine of Shaping. We have like 3 revives on each person right now, so like I don't even know why I thought it was a +5. Good job.
We did a vote on Shrine of Shaping. We wanted to keep it in, and I think it ended up being tied up. People
Yeah.
wanting to keep it and people wanting to remove it.
Pretty 50-50. We do see some extra crit and a backup mag for ready, which is actually really nice for the Mythic site coming up here. Just more backup mags is just great for being able to stall in the air. Snack is taking a lot of damage. I
I'm
don't
waiting
know
here.
if that drone still has that Seed of Life in it or not. So I'm kind of scared. Screen is very red with fire
Hey,
and
saw
blood.
teching that? Okay. I think they're saw teching this in. Nope. They're not.
Taking
Crazy.
the Prion here, maybe try to just kill the bosses
Interesting.
instead.
Yeah. You pick the saw back up.
Might try to go for a Prion for Mythrix here as well. Who knows?
I feel like the saw is going to be better for Mythrix, especially if you can get the phase 3 saw tech down, which people don't like to do. I know,
It's
but
called the Death Tech for a reason, I think. But hey, I mean, it is powerful.
they just don't know the setup.
I have
Cool.
like seen one person do it without dying on stream so far. And I don't think it was you. So
I've done it without dying before, but I also think I lost a
in an
bunch of time
event,
doing.
maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's
without
coming
dying.
back. I believe in the return of
If you can pull it off.
Yeah.
I've been experimenting. I have a new method to do it.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. How about that one? Ooh, we have a Seed of Life proc on Faku as well. Faku's really making use of all of these extra revives they've been given. But they are done with the boss fight on stage 4 at least. This is just an uncomfortable teleporter, honestly, on stage 5. It's just under that like kind of worm carcass, and oh my god, Ruddy actually, I don't even know what happened there. It looked like he teleported through the ground almost from that worm hit, just like pushing him up through it. Snack onto the moon. Here we go. Will this +5 be the thing that allows them, or doesn't allow them to get a really good placement here? We'll see. He is trying to push as fast as he can for this reason, just to try to scrap something out of this this run. It's either he gets, 3rd or 4th playing as he normally does with the +5, or maybe he gets a higher placement, pushing himself to the max, or dies again and gets 3rd, 4th anyway.
I think taking Prion was a mistake. Even if you're not doing saw tech, the longer
Hmm.
cooldown is fucking brutal.
Yeah, they do have a crowbar though with a ban, so if they can get a really, really good Prion shot on Mithrix phase 1 and phase 3, it might be enough to save enough time. Roddy's taking a lot of damage. Just have that seed life just on yep. There we go. Using it up. Not too bad. Yeah, another watch printer on Tyler. That's kind of funny. We have an adaptive
Being
chest use
able to
from
use-
Faku, getting some speed. Sorry, go on.
Being able to use the equipment like 3 times as often is probably more worth.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't really see a lot of people get full use out of saws either, though, is the thing. Like, sure, during pizza, but I'm not sure.
I mean, it's a bit
Totally
like
sure.
3 saw band procs or 1 Prion band proc. I feel like I'd take the 3 saws. I feel like that's
Depends on
probably
your
overall more damage.
Depends on your run. I definitely think the Prion could definitely do more, depending on what you have. It can be a lot of damage, especially with crowbar. Like, Saw doesn't really use crowbar as well. And there's a crypt printer on stage 5 that Reddy's going into, which is very, very powerful. I mean, that's the
Okay.
build, right? The flurry build.
Yeah, that is the build.
Wanted to see it. And what damage
guess
equipment
it's-
is Reddy going to take now? We'll see.
Can't find it. I think there were some options. I think they used the Cell Star on an equipment down by TP. I think there was a saw down there too. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll go for that saw maybe. We'll see. Roddy has spent a
Somebody's gotta go
lot of time looting the stage though. Going way back up to the top just to get some stuff instead of just kind of staying down below. It does kind of worry me a little bit.
I feel like at full crit, you're
You're
probably
good?
good.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see.
More speed is nice.
Sneck on his second pillar right now. Almost done with pillars entirely. Just dodging. Blood pillar done. They are ready to go. Start the fight. They are at about 25 minutes here. So we'll see how quick the others are at 25 minutes when they get there. Baku is doing really well right now. I mean, at 16 and a half minutes doing the boss fight on stage 5. Hopefully, it's not going to take too much fall damage here. Ooh. That is quite a bit. Not lethal, though. That could have been another +5, though. Or it could lead to 1 if they take another hit from Mithrix, so.
The Curse is definitely not good.
Alright, Ruddy is now on the moon. I'm actually surprised Ruddy is a little bit ahead of Tyler here. I thought Tyler's moving a little bit quicker than this, but Tyler also doesn't have the plasma shrimp, so that's kind of a big problem.
I feel like what happened on stage 5 was everyone kind of struggled with that teleporter, and everyone kind of had to rethink their strategy going for Mithrix. They're like,
That
oh,
sounds
I
about
actually
right.
have 0 damage.
I don't think that was a super good use of the Prion there for Sneck. While it definitely hit Mithrix, ooh, that one was a lot better. And sitting the Fireband too. Now Mithrix is at half. That was a pretty good one. We need more ones like that. Missed the Fireband on the first one too. Ooh, actually almost died right there as well. Like just barely ducked under that swipe from Mithrix. Jesus.
You're really punished when you fuck up the Prion.
Oh yeah. Speaking of equipment, I don't know what Faku's going to take to the moon here. I'm actually very curious. Can't be a card, can it? Surely not.
I think there was a saw down there.
Looks like Reddy got something from Soup here. What was that?
Nope.
Oh, that's a nice drone man from Soup. How nice. And look at how many drones Reddy has.
Yeah, he already had so many, he was prepared.
He knew. all Ruddy has to do is just do pillars, and maybe actually can take this. I mean,
Yeah,
take this
actually.
first place. We'll see though, because Faku is ahead, even though it doesn't look that way.
They are, but they still have to do pillars, and they can be faster than Drone Man here.
I don't know.
They don't
I'd
really have
probably not.
hands.
They're gonna have they don't have
Which
equipment
is
either. Oh,
it's so unfortunate too because they have 3 bands. They can't proc them.
well, I have a shuriken, I guess.
Oh yeah, oh true. I forget about the shuriken.
Well, we'll see what Faku can do. Faku also has like 0 speed in his entire build. Well, it looks like most everyone does, but at least others have an antler to kind of use. Faku does not. Really missed out on that one. So they're going to have to walk all the way across the moon. All of that extra time that they saved getting here is now just gone. They don't have an equipment. They don't have... I mean, they're probably not going to get the drone man. And even if they do, they're going to have so much less damage with drone man than Ruddy does. So we'll see.
I think this is looking good for Ruddy. I want to see Ruddy get some bonus points here.
That would be really nice. I mean, he needs them. He's down in last at the moment. He's got his claws way back. We see another drone man bot as well. Tyler picks one up from Soup. And we'll see. Faku going over towards Soul Pillars, actually, which is not a super surprise here. But I'm kind of worried on how these will go with current damage. Faku's also one of the only people who does not have a Plasma Shrimp, and the only person who doesn't have either variant. Actually, Tyler gave up his ATG for the spare drone parts, but like, I don't know what Faku has in this build. I don't know if he could really pull off the Soul Pillar. I don't know.
Everyone else either has Prion or Saw. It's got like a little heel. That's cute.
Nice. Yeah, this is it's tough.
Can be good. If you had like a Warhorn or something, I'd like that, but
yeah, just nothing to really even synergize what he has. Oh, Faku. Okay, they know the bottom, I think, surely. Oh, they're gonna take some damage. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, good call. And oh, they're going back. I thought they were gonna start running away and go somewhere else. They're going back for the Soul Pillar, dude. They want seconds.
Is he ready to fight now?
Yeah, I mean the damage is good. The crit's nice. Nothing really to proc off the crit that much. I mean they have Plasma Shrimp, which is obviously good, but it's really gonna be mostly the drone man here. It's doing a lot.
I think they're gonna quickly catch up to Snack. I think it's gonna be hard to be Ruddy. But if Tyler is able to Saw Tech, I think there's a chance.
You need to quiet down.
There's a chance. If you just skip phase 3. Maybe not.
I just saw Tyler do a full Saw right there, and it barely moved his health bar. I don't know. Yeah, and obviously that's not Saw Tech, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Nah, there's literally no chance.
Probably not.
If Ruddy loses all his drones and then dies, I think Sawtech could catch Tyler up probably. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'm just giving you a hard time. Maybe you're right. Maybe the Sawtech.
No, I think you're right. I don't think it'll fully catch up. I think it would help though quite a bit.
I mean, it should be Tyler's strat here. I agree with you.
I think it would get through phase 3 faster than Ruddy.
I don't know about that either.
If you did it properly.
What do you mean by properly?
Especially if you're especially if you're using both saws.
Okay, well, I think he does have. I thought he had 3, but he does have 2. Snack might actually take another +5 here. It's kind of scaring me. His run, he should try to get a nice phase 3 Prion though soon when Mythix jumps down, or is doing pizza rather. This is way better. This one golem is just really being very oppressive for Snack, and one direct impact will kill him, so he needs to be very careful. I want to see Snek using Glaive. He said Glaive Tech more often, because that would get him over Mythic's head. Can kind of stay there a little bit.
Tyler getting through phase 2 pretty quick. It's gonna
Yeah.
catch up to Snack, I think.
And like we said, it's oh my god. Snek is still in a decent position here regardless, especially now that Faku is like not having the best run of their life right now, right? The worry was that Snek would do a little bit poorly in this one, and then Faku would get like first, and then suddenly, Snek is tied up. But
They're not even going for it, man. They're not even going for it.
Ruddy is kind of low right now as well.
Seems
Ruddy could
cool.
definitely die at the end of phase 3 here. Really needs to focus up, make sure he just gets the kill. No pizza, no exploders. Does not get a phase 4 skip there, unfortunately. No Prion up for phase 4 either. Trying to get some squid polyps to get more phase 4 damage though. It is not so bad. I think they go right directly to orb phase. They do. Nice. Okay. Really good time from Ruddy. Though Tyler is right on their heels, so I don't think there's going to be any bonus points for Ruddy here, unfortunately.
No.
A little bit
Tyler
sad.
caught up to Snack here. Been a pretty brutal fight for Snack.
Yeah. I mean, with so few items, and again, they just kind of felt like they had to do that, so. I guess I would have liked to see Snek get some crit on stage 5. Would have been something I'd like to see. Oh my god, that double dash for Mythics on Snek's screen almost got him. That would have been a KO.
With the skip with Saw.
Didn't
Nope.
quite
Okay.
get it. I was sure that Tyler was going to go for it too, but
Didn't go for Saw attack. Didn't go for a
Saw skip.
Saw skip. Disappointment. Disgracing the good name of Saw Meringue.
I think you do that enough, man. I don't know.
Shut up. It's good.
Oh, there's a nice phase 4 skip for Snek though, using the Prion. A little bit too late. We're looking at a 40-something minute run from Snek here with the +5s, but I think they still did pretty good overall. It's just that early +5 is just brutal. That golem / house tonight hits from a laser that we saw or didn't see early on. So
Decent time though. For both these guys.
there's no
Sub
way.
35 minutes.
There's no way that Faku is still on pillars. It has to be like he's like almost done with the fight already and his internet's lagging, right? I don't know. I'm gonna bring
don't
Ruddy
know.
in. Hey Ruddy, what up?
Hey.
First, congratulations. Look at
No.
you.
No,
You found the drone man earlier, and
Yeah.
I mean, you did well. You just played good. Yeah, you found the crit printer. No one else went into it, I don't think. Well, no, actually, Faku did a little bit.
Oh.
I did a little bit.
You had a sixth sense for that drone, man. Like you
Yeah, you
fucking knew
knew.
it was coming. You stocked up.
Yeah. Honestly, I did not think about it at all before I saw it. I saw it and was like, oh, hang on, that goes quite well with my build, doesn't it?
I have 30 drones. That's kind of funny. That
Yeah.
It worked out. Even though Tyler got the drone man as well, they definitely had way fewer drones than you did. So you definitely just had
I
the.
got like 4 from stage 1.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's bring in Snek right now as well. Hello, Snek.
Hello.
I think you get last on that one, unless Faku in 10 minutes shows us that he didn't. Not +5 or something. +5s are brutal, but You
Yeah.
did. You had a really good attempt, regardless. I appreciated your run. You were kind of really pushing it.
Did the second death matter at all?
I don't
It
think
might.
so. Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I
Let's
think
bring
Fox is gonna
Tyler.
have a really slow fight here.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Tyler.
Hi, Race. Hi, Disputed.
Second place.
Okay.
Good job. You obviously found the drone man at the soup, which was pretty nice. You didn't have as many drones for it as Ruddy did, though, so put him a lot further ahead. Also, you had the saw, and Ruddy had the Prion, and Ruddy also found the stage 5 crit printer, which just kind of worked out better in his favor there. He was able to get like the huge like band procking crits on Mithrix with Prion, and just had way more drones and stuff. So that was what put him in the lead, though you had a really good run regardless. Faku, though, had I don't know, I guess kind of the worst of all the worlds here. No equipment,
Yeah.
no drone man, nothing, no plasma shrimp from the first key box, which you didn't get either, Tyler. That was also another thing.
Might be painful to watch.
It might be painful to watch, actually, because Faku, like, we can't watch.
Yeah, not watch. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I will be back.
All right. What do we even do in this situation? Because, like, he could still win. Not win, but he could still get, like, some time ahead of one of you guys, so. Is this one of those situations where I just have Faku play out the rest of this loadout and just have you guys go to the next one or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
Might be. If there's any time to try it out, it might be now to kind of change things up. So that's what I might have you do. When Ruddy comes back, though. So we'll see.
Okay.
In the meantime, though, Faku is taking a more reserved position on the ramp here, but the Wisp is still flying over the edge, trying to get some extra shots in. I am kind of worried about not only just how long this will take Faku, but if he dies during this portion. Lost watches as well, which he already didn't really have that much damage. So it's just now making it worse. Wonderful. Yeah, Faku also has minus 60% or more of his HP. Unfortunately. It's tough. I mean, I don't think phase 3 is going to be that much easier as well. Because of all of the ads popping up too. He doesn't have any like real clearing methods here. He does have Noxious Storm, but that's not really doing the most here either. Like, I'm pretty sure Faku's internet is, obviously it's lagging, but I think it's doing that special Faku thing where he's actually like way ahead of where he is right now. So maybe he actually sends a time in like 30 seconds and we're like, oh, you're done. So we'll see. Which I don't even know how that's like actually possible. I thought I knew a little bit more about the internet. I do not. I don't get it.
I guess it's not skipping forward after it buffers.
Yeah. All right, starting
We're
phase
still in
3
the
off.
fight.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, the beginning of phase 3.
That's rough, man. When's the well, the thing is it's that he could die, right, at any moment. It's
Yeah.
that, and like he could get third place or fourth place. We don't know yet. Ready, you
Well,
back?
I mean, once we see the time, we could.
pull them
Cut
in.
it, I guess.
Yeah, I just don't know when.
Yeah.
Because
Because what you're seeing right now is also like probably delayed. This is probably what he was seeing 5 minutes ago,
or
just
less.
because of all the buffering.
I'm gonna have the other three of you, if you're back, start the next loadout,
Mhm.
and we'll keep an eye on Faku and see how that goes, because this is pretty hard to watch as it is. So good luck in the last loadout, and we'll send Faku in when he's done with this one as well.
Okie dokie.
Good luck.
Okay.
Good luck, guys.
Okay, interesting.
All right. Yeah, executive decision.
Makes sense. I gotcha.
The rest of our racers here are going to start off on Merc. So we'll see how that kind of goes. This is one of those loadouts, right? It's not the racing favorite. It's not a horrible loadout. I don't think there's any truly horrible Merc loadouts, but in the context of racing, this one is not an ideal for sure.
Mhm.
You kind of want
Yeah.
the extra dash for eviscerate. It helps with movement. It helps with just, sitting on Mythrix iframe stuff. Also, this dash doesn't have a lot of damage. You're just not really gaining a lot of damage in this build from that. Slicing with, oh, that's a death for Faku as well, which makes it
Oh,
pretty brutal. Oh, and
Faku has submitted a time.
okay, Faku is done. Well, not a huge spoiler since they... And we'll see. We'll bring him in right now. Actually.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in help desk right now,
They're
so I don't
not
want
desk.
to... You go and
We'll
see
go
if
check.
they're good. Yeah. And then we'll bring them in a second. All right. I do think, though, that Slice and Wins is a lot better than people give it credit for. It's very powerful. It's an AoE machine, and you can use it really well in the first couple stages to keep getting those
right.
exposed stacks up. Yep. Hello,
All right,
Faku.
Faku.
You
So
got...
we started the next loadout a little early.
Yeah,
'Cause we weren't
because
sure where you were.
you were the last one left, and your stream was like giga buffering, and I was like, I don't want to have everyone sit and watch it, so they're starting Merc. You got third on that one, by the way. You missed some stuff. There was you obviously got the Crypt Printer stage 5, which was nice. You missed, or I don't know if it was intentional or not. I know at Tyler it was, but he didn't open the stage 2 key box. There was a plasma shrimp in it, which would have been kind of nice.
I didn't see it. Yeah.
Okay. It was like on the way to TP, but like it was like,
Ooh.
obviously on that map it's kind of harder to find. There was, I mean, main thing is you just didn't have an equipment either, right? There was Saw and
Yeah.
Prion,
What
which
was the
is
equipment? Stage 3.
stage
There
3.
was
A
an
couple
equipment next.
saws.
Saw?
There's a Prion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw. And then
I think if you used the Steel Star on the equipment, you could have gotten another saw too.
how fantastic. And yeah, there's a couple of saws though. I saw most of the other guys chose Prion on that one with the couple bands and like the crowbar, and that turned out all right. And then there was a drone man on the moon soup as well,
Yeah.
and that was
Yeah.
like how all of it kind of worked out. So I felt bad because you had like you missed like every like cool big damage thing, and I was like, oh man, this hurts. I think you also had the least amount of speed. Like you didn't have any, right?
I didn't have any SPD. That was
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
There was like a couple drinks, and there was antlers as well. So, well, if you're
Anyway.
ready to start off Merc, I'm gonna push you on out,
Yeah.
and good luck. All right, going back to the Merc though. I need to refresh the streams here because Faku is not live again. So give me a second. I know we're losing time. The worst thing
There's some.
that can
It's a
happen. Oh,
decent Merc start. It's like there's some early gas, fuel cell. The backup not amazing, but get a better equipment. That could be good.
okay.
Some bleed.
Looks like
Not the best.
Snack was going to try to see if he can like maybe boop the Vagrant or just see what the boss was or something like that and just leave. Actually, Ray did the same thing, just spawning the boss
I
and
don't-
then just leaving. Yeah.
I don't even. Can you boop the
Oh.
vagrants anymore?
I don't actually think so. I'm not sure. Maybe. Oh, Faku's gone again. Oh, Faku.
I know you can do it on this loadout. You can hit a ramp and then kill yourself to fall damage.
Oh, that's fun. That's always my
Osat's
favorite.
Merc is a different animal.
Give me 1 second again. We'll see. We'll see here. Okay. There we go. Hopefully Faku can stay alive for me here.
So Merc Tech, I like the booping. I think that was something that was actually allowed by KCC downpatcher, so it was still in the game for a while, but now that that's gone, we are fully on the new physics system, which means easier fall damage when you're using your M2 on a ramp, and obviously like no boops. So I think Merc is probably the character that got hit hardest by the removal of KCC.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice housekeeping with every character, but like all of the fun little tech things for Merc kind of being lost kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It's just like moment to moment thing instead of just an end of the run thing. It is kind of a shame. I wonder if there's something that could be done about the now constant Trimp deaths with Mercenary.
Yeah. It's definitely like it would happen before, but it happens a lot more with the new physics.
Mm-hmm. Well, before, like, you were able to know when it was going to happen, because like certain walls and stuff would just accelerate you downwards. It's like all the concave slopes
Yeah.
would ruin you. But now I think it's just like random terrain points kind of do it,
Yeah.
right?
So
Like,
you used to be able to trimp up the bubble without any problem whatsoever. You try that shit now, you're gonna take 1,000,000 damage.
it used to also depend on how fast your attack speed was as well. So like if you're on a ramp and you M2'd and you had like way too much attack speed, it's like you would move forward into the wall quicker or something instead of like going up off of it. I don't know. I don't know if that's a factor now, if that's making it worse now or what, but that is something as well.
Or Merc. Death Mark. There's some potential for that. Already have expose, already have some bleed. Don't really need much more for that. Find like a chrono bauble and like I don't know. Guess there's not a lot of easy on the knockback fin would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Find like a needle tick and then a noxious thorn. That'll put you there as well.
Um,
A lot
Also-
of shorms.
You know what I'm surprised about? I'm surprised that no one's actually pushed past stage 2 already. Usually, at least with what we've been seeing lately.
True.
I mean, maybe it's just this loadout and it's just uncomfortable, but we've kind of been seeing players kind of go a little bit quick today, at least on the loadout, especially Snack, always getting to stage 3 like way before this point.
Well, for Snack, I can understand wanting to go a little bit slower at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they don't have that big of a lead. Yeah, it's not.
It's a
Guaranteed
2-point
for 'em.
lead. They need to get like
They
first or second, right? Second place at least.
they won the first two loadouts, so I thought they were going to be more ahead, but getting
Nope.
last in that last one kind of gave everybody the opportunity to catch up. They're at 6, everyone else at 4.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible like that we can see some sort of tie here as well. It'd have to be a tie with Snack though. So, but we'll see. I
Or,
mean, if Snack
I
gets
don't know. Unless
third, then
DNFs happen. Like, I don't know.
maybe. I
No, I
doubt
guess
it.
even if that did happen, no. Like, even with that, it's probably still not possible.
But if Snack gets first, it's kind of over. Snack kind of just takes it for sure.
It is.
If someone else
Or
gets
second with
first,
no bonus points.
well, I mean, if someone gets X amount of bonus points, they can take it probably.
Yeah. With no bonus points, no bonus
Yeah.
points.
Looks like everyone's getting the Prion here as well, which is a good call. I mean, they needed some equipment. There is a gun in Snack's hands, which we have a Dune Strider for the TP boss, which isn't bad. A nice Mern would go pretty well with this loadout, I think. You're not really going to be dashing
it's
too
another debuff
far
too.
through enemies, so
Helps with Deathmark, and then you only need one more.
yeah.
Consistent.
Is there
Deathmark
anyone
procs.
who's like specifically closer than anyone else on the Deathmark stuff? I guess not. They're all kind of like bleed exposed, and maybe it's just like
Tyler has
Snack with the Mern now.
2. But
Well, actually, Snack could proc Deathmark on the teleporter bosses, not on Mithrix, really, but we do have the gas for it, so that could be okay.
I guess it's okay. What you really want for a Deathmark build is the Thorn, though. You can start spreading it to all of the enemies once you get it once.
Mm-hmm. Which does help. And Noxious Thorn's such a fun item in the hands of a character that has debuffs and stuff.
Yeah. Another Deathmark from TP there.
This double
Not
Void
really gonna help out that
Seed
much.
is dangerous. Like, enemies are constantly piling in the teleporter, just, threatening to Void Touch, so kind of gotta be a little bit careful. I know that a lot of players just want to, stay in TP and fight as long as they can, have all the enemies come to them, so that if they choose to go in the Void Seed, it's not gonna take that long, but I don't even know if these guys are really even gonna go in the Void Seeds. It does take up
Is it double
all of the
seed?
credits on the stage, though. It's 100 credits just from the seeds alone. So it looks like Reddy's going to go back for him.
Yeah, and there's not really that many left.
I could see someone like Snack just leaving right now, though, honestly. So we'll see. Does want to use that Sealster before he goes and gets a Focus Crystal as well, which is pretty good. It looks like he has unfinished business, though. I think he did get the Prion earlier and wants to go pick that back up. Probably.
Duplicating the key.
Oh, nice.
Already.
That is quite an
And Tyler
advantage.
as well. Ready finding the gun.
A little bit late on that, but we do have Grove coming up. Is there
Yeah.
something that's like really good on Grove?
Prion. Well, like I don't even know if it's worth taking, to be honest. I mean, like, yeah, I guess you could get another Dune Strider, get another urn.
Yeah, I mean,
That'd be
Reddy doesn't
fine.
have one, so
Mainly just for the debuff, I would say. Like, the healing is great, but at that point you're so close. Just need a chrono.
wow, Tyler actually almost got cabbaged there. Dashed right into a one of those fusion coils and almost just blew up. That was really close, actually. Very close.
Already printing a Muth here. Kind of
Interesting.
I do like the play though. I think Monster Tooth is a somewhat underrated item in races. It's just decent healing
Mm.
in combat.
All right. Looks like Snack is the first one to Sundered Grove. Our favorite. Let's see what we see here. Looks like Snack leading the pack a little bit right now. Sailstar, we have Mired Urn, we have Prion. We do have a Void Key. So far, the only one with Martin right now. And yeah, Tyler gets a plasma shrimp as well on stage 3.
There was a
And
larva as
Ruddy is
well.
thinking about it. He's kind of thinking, yeah, he's going for the plasma shrimp as well.
Like,
Kind of hard to
yeah.
turn down.
Another consideration there, if you had a Noxious Thorn, I think Needle Tick would be probably the right play, actually.
Oh, we have Faku in a position where he has a Void Touch Dune Strider boss. This might be a +5 for Faku, actually. And also for Tyler, in one of the in the Void potentials, we saw another Sail Star pop up there. So Tyler getting 2 on the stage. I don't even know if he's going to be able to use the second one, though, to be honest. Not really any
Okay,
chest left.
Faku making me nervous here.
It's about
Okay,
one hit
got the
from that thing
Bulldog.
until you die, so
Yeah. That's where the
gotta
gun
be
would
a
be
little bit
nice.
careful. I mean, alternatively, Snack is fighting a couple bosses on stage 4 right now, and that extra Dune Strider
is
is a
another
world
Dune
spawn, it
Strider.
looks like.
And Titans, not too bad.
Has
I
some
do think
spend
gunning
a...
that Dune Strider is
Huh?
good, though.
Oh
Getting
yeah,
a Hearn,
Ruddy...
immediately farm up some money from that.
Yeah, Ruddy bringing in the gun into stage 4 is kind of interesting. You can see how badly he wants that Martyr.
Hitting a Newt, too.
Finding that extra Void Key as well, and getting... yeah, he wants it. You can see the pain on his face, the pain of decision making. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Faku's
That's the right
still
play, though.
fighting this Dune Strider. It's kind of scary, man. Transmitter from next to TP out of the shipping request form as well for Tyler. I don't know how many other people have that shipping request form. With 2. Actually, only Ruddy doesn't have the 2 stack, so.
I guess there's also the possibility of getting a Murph next stage.
That is
If you
true.
hold on to the gun. Oh,
We-
he did gun the
Ruddy
Dune Strider, though.
loves Martyr. I think it's like his favorite item, it feels like. He loves that shit. He will
That's a
always
great
take
item.
it.
I don't blame him. I think
Eh.
it could be a direct translation into damage, too, if you can get it to work. He's so close.
Very. You can see Tyler marking around on Grove right now, just kind of letting the... Oh, they have a backup drone. A backup drone. They have a... backup in the equipment drone. And they have a lot of drones. Love that. It's one of my favorite drones in the game. That and Cube Drone really do make a pretty valuable difference, actually, a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. Cube Drone is fucking nuts.
I think that is the most impactful, though, for sure, yeah. Cube Drone just absolutely just stun Locksmithworks half the time. I think people sleep on those a little bit, but I guess it's just mostly the backtracking you have to do to really use
Yeah.
them in the races, so it makes sense.
Unless it's a healing drone. Blind people usually ignore it. There's
Yeah.
a chrono. Huge. Okay, Ruddy has Death Mark.
Oh, interesting. We see Tyler pick up the Saver Spaces as well. It's kind of interesting getting Saver Spaces on Merc. At least it's not Eviscerate Merc right now, but your iframes don't actually take away your Saver Spaces being broken. Like if you get hit while you have an iframe up, your Saver Space is like, oh, I got hit. I need to not be up. So it kind of feels like a lot of time it wastes it. So, which is unfortunate. Eviscerate Merc is probably the worst character for Saver Spaces for that reason.
Yeah. Just eat some. Okay. Look like a Rejuve there.
And Ruddy didn't want it? Come on.
Nah. The Urn, the Synergy.
Who do you think is actually in the lead right now? It looks like Snack is, but
Ruddy.
think Ruddy?
He has full Death Mark.
We'll see.
I feel like that's gonna be hard to compete against.
Okay.
He also just picked up a band.
Band is good. No one
Only
else
one
actually
people.
has one.
It might have
I
been a sales star item.
Snack is pretty far forward, but he doesn't have the plasma shrimp either that Tyler and Ruddy have. So, but I've also been very surprised at how well Snack can make up time today. So, I guess we'll see. And Ray has a Polyloot though. Polyloot plasma shrimp. On stage 5. That's kind of good.
Yeah.
That's what we want to see. That's some damage. Luckily, these parents here aren't that big of a deal.
Nope. Especially on Merrick.
I'm just thinking about Faku because he's gonna come in sometime later. So
He's about to get the plimp.
yeah, it's a little bit behind for Faku though, at least like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's we are kind of looking at a 5-minute a stage pace here. So he's not that behind. He's about on pace with everyone else.
Yeah, that's what worries me though, because everyone's gonna finish, then we have to wait for Faku again. We'll see. I mean, I guess there was no avoiding it. I guess we have to wait for him at
Not
some
like-
point anyway.
Probably not that much though, because they were only like a few minutes in.
We'll see. I mean, his stream might be like also just get delayed again. We have no idea.
That's possible as well. Probably is.
Oh, it definitely is because it paused for 20 seconds and resumed on the frame in which it paused.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Speaking of the moon, though, we have Sneck and Tyler both on the moon right now. One has an egg. One has a Prion. Sneck having the Prion. I don't really see a band to go with that. I do see a crowbar, but I'm kind of looking for a band there or something. Sneck does have 3 AP rounds, which is kind of nice, though. I will say. Ruddy's taking time to scrap as well. He's going for another moon soup.
Tyler is paused.
Maybe he's had a really long sneeze, you know? Oh, Ruddy got rid of Deathmark.
What? Got rid of both of them?
Oh, there's another one. I see it.
Oh, that's why.
I was like, I know he didn't just forget, so I was like, maybe you saw like a printer or something, but it was just in the short.
Dude, how many fucking sales stars are there?
This run, there's at least 3.
Is there like a key or something? We can actually use that next stage.
Looks like Faku's going right for the Martyr as well. Oh, we'll get back to Faku another 30 seconds. Looks like Snack and Tyler both just going up the tree at the moment. Using the egg, Tyler's able to get kind of a head start here in height. Just using the egg to full ability. He's going to get up there way faster, actually.
Okay. Ruddy grabbing the egg, too. I do want to see Ruddy leave the stage here.
Come on, Tyler, get in the arena. One more egg. There you go.
Unlucky.
All right, let's see Tyler's damage. Yeah, I still actually don't know who's going to win this.
Because
This
I think
loadout.
Ruddy does still have a big advantage in terms of DPS, but he's also a bit behind here.
He's not as far behind, though, as like you'd think. He does have the egg, so he's going to get into the arena before Snack. The thing about Snack is he really wants to get first or second. And with Tyler and Ruddy in the fight at around the same time and having more damage, I'm kind of concerned that he might not. And also, Faku's a fucking wild card, so we have no idea, to be honest.
That's true.
No idea.
Hmm.
Where was everyone else at 14, 15 minutes?
Yeah, what is Snack doing?
Oh, I don't think he can. Oh god. Oh, it's gonna, no, it needs to go again.
He's
Yeah,
still
it would have been faster if he
pre-on.
did pillars. I think this is the big throw here. It's just trying to skip them. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Me and you were both talking about this. Like, sometimes people spend a lot of time looking for that skip when pillars is just like right there, you know?
Yeah, having no speed to do this. I mean, it's difficult to even get up to the branches in the first place, but then that second part is
Yeah, this is
extremely difficult.
the only loadout, I think,
Ooh.
with Merc where you can't just immediately skip pillars super easily itemless. I think you have to have some tricks to do it, even if. The only one. All of the other ones are fine. And he actually plus fives
Oh,
as well.
and after breaking the transmitter as well, that sucks.
Clover
And
for
Ruddy has
Ruddy.
Clover.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
Polyloop Plasma Shrimp going right up. With Egg, he's chilling. I don't even know if... Because
But
Sneck spent so long trying to get up the tree. All of the credits built up on the moon here. And then touching base right at Soul Pillars, right where he needs to be. This is really brutal.
really, like, Ruddy has some stuff to work off that too. He's got that poly loot, which is gonna be really good with the plasma shrimp. Has some bleed as well.
Oh, fuck, he's gone. Oh, boy. Can you check to see
Well,
if
when they
his
come back, it'll probably
stream is
be
up?
a more recent one.
Yeah, maybe. Can you go tell them to turn off their stream and turn it back on, actually?
Yeah.
Like just have him turn it off for... Alright, he's gone. I was gonna say like 15 seconds. Maybe we can get an updated Faku perspective. Potentially. I'm praying. Alright, we'll find out
His
soon.
turn.
Phase 3 for Tyler right now. You know, meanwhile, Sneck
Here's one
is
for Ruddy.
one pillar down.
That sucks. Losing all of that time and then having to do pillars anyway.
Yeah, it's really brutal. This is one of those like weird knowledge check things that like you think, oh, backup mag is probably enough to get me up there, or like X amount of speed, but like he didn't really have that much speed. He really only had the red whip, and he was just trusting the backup mag would be enough.
I'm thinking this is going to be a tiebreaker because I think either what's going to happen here is Ruddy's going to win or Tyler's going to win. I don't see Sneck getting second here.
I mean, it could be that they just pull ahead even and just take first outright. We don't know. It could be a tiebreaker though. Our Faku could win. You're counting Faku out. We have
Sure.
no idea where Faku
Faku
is
could win.
at all. So none. Is Faku stream back or?
Yeah. The stream is back.
Okay. I need to refresh chat room, so hopefully nothing happens in the meantime. Sorry.
Oh, they just picked up another ATG.
Oh, good.
Interesting. Looking at their build here. Nobody found that poly loot. That's crazy. It was right above teleporter.
Right there. No one looks up, man. It's tough. No one turns around.
That really sucks, especially with the double plasma shrimp now. Like, that's sad.
All right, well, Faku's on the moon at 22 minutes, so...
Which, slightly, like, faster than I think Ruddy did. It was very similar pace, though.
Yeah. My actual fear is that Faku's going to be first, and we're going to have a tiebreaker with Faku in it, and have the stream be paused the entire time.
If Faku's first, like, I don't know where Sneck is gonna land is the thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
'Cause
I
I
mean,
feel like
Snack is so
last
far
is-
in last right now. Not taking that
there's a
egg
good
was kind of the
possibility
big
of that.
thing.
Well, and that skipped. Yeah, it would just like fucking.
Like what, plus 10 minutes basically for Snack, just
Yeah,
like off
like-
those two things.
Having that knowledge of when you can skip and when you can't, so important.
Tyler's actually gonna take first on this loadout though. Gets the egg out. I mean, Tyler is the tiebreaker king. No one has been in more tiebreakers than Tyler himself. So we'll see. Though that being said, we still don't know if Faku's gonna beat him or not, but it looks like Tyler's gonna get the ship at 29-12 about. So if Faku can beat him there, then we will see.
But and Ruddy is about done as well. Just finishing up phase 3. So it's probably not going to be bonus points for Tyler here, I'm thinking.
I
the very
really
least.
doubt it. Like, unless Ruddy eats a slice of pizza right now for no reason, which, I mean, pizza's already over. I think Faku can do this in the amount of time that he has, though, probably. Unless he plus fives. Like, it is looking pretty good for
Maybe.
him.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll never know, because...
Yeah. I'm just looking at their items here. See, that clover helped Ruddy so much. Chronic expansion is going to be really nice. Phase 2 and 3. Are they proccing Deathmark?
Yeah. Ready in
Consistently?
phase 4 right now?
I don't think they are.
Well, they did proc it, but maybe I just saw Dark proc and it was the Mern. That might have been it as
It
well.
might have been the Marin.
Yeah. I guess I wasn't watching close
I'll
enough. My
find out.
bad. Well, no, they should have enough. They have Bleed, Expose, Mern, and Breach and Fin. It's just not common
Breach and
because of the
Fin.
Breach and Fin. Alright, let's bring in Tyler, by the way. Hey, Ty, what up?
Hey, Race and Disputed, what up?
You so far got first on that loadout. We have no idea if Faku's gonna beat you or not. It's one of those days.
Oh my goodness.
And that's another
gracious.
plus 5 for Snack, man. That is
Yeah.
kind of cementing his spot here, which is really unfortunate. You did really good. Congratulations. If you do
Thank you.
win, you might be in a tiebreaker. I don't know yet. We'll see.
Yeah.
I feel like it's unlikely though.
Maybe you just win outright because Snack just gets last, right?
If
that how it
if
goes?
Snack gets third, I think you guys tie. If you get first.
Yeah, we'll see. We still have no idea. It all depends on Faku and Snack and when they finish and whatever. So, and with Faku, I mean, he's at phase 2 at 25 minutes.
like,
He needs to get to the ship
Snack is-
before 29-12 to beat you.
Third or fourth. If Snack is third, it's a tiebreaker. If Snack is fourth, it's not.
Well, it doesn't really look like Snack is, I don't know, 40 something minutes. I mean, Faku would have to die a few times here, which is possible, but we'll see. Let's bring him right again. Hello, Rudd.
Hello.
So far you got second. Oh, it's another plus 5 for Snack. That is, I guess it's just whoever wins just kind of wins. There's no tiebreaker probably, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Unless something crazy happens to Faku here.
Which I would love
Right.
to find out about when he comes back. Oh, poor Snack, man. This has been the greatest like half of a loadout race for him, and then
know.
like the worst half for one for him. So
They came in so strong.
yeah.
2 firsts and then 2 lasts.
It's got to balance out, I guess.
Where
Hmm.
do these guys get 2 APR?
I have no idea,
Already, you kind
actually.
of had the opposite experience. You
Sorry?
did better in the second half.
Yeah, I usually tail off.
You were the only one who found the poly loot, by the way. No one just checked the top of stage
Yeah,
5
that was
TP.
crazy.
That's what
Mm.
that was? Oh.
Yeah, what are you
Uh-huh.
doing?
Yeah,
I mean, you still
I-
won so far, but, you know.
I was
Yeah,
amazed
I
that
saw it when
nobody
I
else
left.
got
I was
that.
like,
was I just really far behind from like
No, not really.
stage 4? Okay.
You were. So I think if you left stage 5 earlier, you would have been in better shape and could have won that. But you were about on pace most of the time there. When you left stage 5, I think Snack was trying to do a skip that just didn't work out. Spent like
That
10 minutes
skip
doing that and then
was
had to go down to do pillars anyway.
brutal, man.
Yeah, I was not leaving stage 5 without that egg.
I think
But
Yeah.
Faku beats me.
Tyler got to
He
Mythrics about the time you got to the moon.
Looks like Faku is on pace to beat you, actually, Tyler, so we'll see what happens phase 4, obviously. I mean, it, you know, still has to... Actually, I don't know. If he does skip, that'd be cool. No. Alright. He has to get to the ship by 2912. I think he'll be alright, unfortunately.
Yeah, he can do it.
Well, I'd love to find
We'll
out.
see.
Yeah, we
Maybe.
will see. Okay, it really... Oh boy.
Slide, please.
Man. Well, Snack is down. Let's bring in Snack right now.
You're just gonna see like the next frame be like 90 minutes on the timer.
Well, he's done. So,
Not
actually,
for Faku.
yeah, he's done.
Oh
By
yeah,
the
they
way.
submitted their time. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, hey, Snack, how's it going?
It's going okay.
Tough. It was a tough skip,
Yeah.
man. Brutal. Everyone else got
Should've
the egg.
bag.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
only thing. Hey, Faku, we're still watching you play the game right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Oda.
You are in phase 4. Talk us about your phase 4 experience.
It was almost die. It was
You did
kinda-
almost die. You were getting bled out there.
Yeah.
We're almost watching you finish it, so hold on. I think if you get to the ship in time, you could actually still win. Isn't that amazing?
Any egg skippers?
I think everyone that had the egg did it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, spoilers.
Right.
Faku got to the ship in time, so congratulations, Faku. You won today. GG. You
that was a really close race.
you pulled ahead right at the end, so really good job. I would have loved to see it
And I'm
myself
sorry.
personally.
I'm sorry for my stream. Yeah, I'm sorry for
I mean, it's not really
not watching.
It's not your fault. It's okay.
nothing you can do about it.
Regardless, though, checking the website today, it was a very interesting one. Snack, you had it, man. You had it, dude. It's so strong. It's okay. You did really well.
How good your internet is has no bearing on how good of a player you are.
That is true, and that's why Faku wins every time. It was really interesting to see you guys like basically all even at the end of the third loadout. Snack, you were a little bit ahead, but like everyone else was
It was
tied
anyone's
up.
game.
Yeah, like anyone
Anyone
was
could have
able
won
to
there.
win, and you know, really showed. So, congrats to all of you for playing super well today. And I appreciate chat for watching and all the good stuff. Again, if you guys want to know when the next risk of resources loadout race is gonna be, join our Discord. That's gonna be the place where I'm gonna let you know. You could join our YouTube and subscribe there. We put out some races here and there, some long form edited content of these, so they're not just VODs, but there are all the VODs on the channel as well, and a nice playlist over there.
There's also a little teaser.
Yeah, as a teaser for
something.
something kind of cool. If you missed it, actually, I might have the link for that right Here, actually, you know what? Let's just watch it on stream. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Wowee, that could be cool. Let me just pull up the last loadout screen and take away these. Check this out, chat room.
The heck's that?
I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to find out when we find out, everybody. So that's coming soon. We'll let you know about that
Holy.
soon. Anyway,
It's in
thanks.
the Hopu sense.
Maybe sooner than that. Yeah, well, we'll see you guys soon, chat. As always, if you guys want to apply to be a racer, you can check out racerresources.com/apply. And we'll see you next week for the loadout race, or maybe even sooner than that. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.